feed is not feed. Just like we have the different types of feed, we also have the different forms of feed. It comes in different forms. And as a new poultry farmer, you need to know the forms of feed so that to help you to choose. The next time you're going to the feed store, you will gallantly walk there and say, yes, this is what I want. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Coca Farm. Now I'll start with the type of feed that we have. We have the starter, the grower, the layer, and the finisher. So the rest are subdivided under those three types. And those three types of feed also comes in different form. Let me break the English down. They come in different shapes. Like, I would like to start with the pellet. We call it pellets because it's a capsule-like form of feed. It's kind of long shape. It's a cylindrical shape. It's like capsule. It's kind of long. It's meshed together. The pellet feed is usually fed to the older bird. Those birds that are kind of matured a little bit, that they can pick it. As you can see, it's kind of big and long, so the smaller bird won't be able to pick that type of feed, but the older bird will be able to pick it. And the reason why most people prefer pellets is because it's kind of easy for the bird to pick. It avoids wastage from the bird. You know, unlike the other forms of feed, this one will not allow your bird to waste any feed. And it does not allow water. It does not really mold together, unlike the other forms of feed that they kind of mold together, and that will cause contamination. If your feed is getting mold together all the time, it always causes contamination in the feed, and that will lead to sickness and disease outbreak in your flock when you fed them with that type of feed. So this pellet does not grow moldy. It's preserved for a longer period of time because water would not stay inside the pellet. Aside from that, the pellet is easy to consume for the older bird because the nutrients in it is together. So the nutrients in it will be easily picked by the bird. Unlike other forms of feed that can waste, this one cannot waste. And when it's not waste, then the bird will easily pick the nutrients, and then it will make your bird do fine. You know, birds have one funny habit of being picky. Birds are always picky. Any form of bird anywhere in the world are always picky. Be it local bird, layers, broiler. They like to scrape the feed, you know. Even if you are using a battery cage system, even if the feed is not inside the feeder like this, they still like to use beak to start scraping and start looking for those ones they like. They like corn, they will look for the feed they like and they leave the rest for you. The pellet is not like that. They don't have choice. They have to pick the whole grain because it is eaten together and it has formed one capsule-like form. They have no choice than to pick the whole thing. And inside each pellet contain the nutrient they need, and when they pick the nutrients, your bird will do fine. That is for the pellet. The second form of feed we have is crumble. The crumble is form of feed. It's just like pellets that is broken in a smaller pieces. Crumble is usually fed for your smaller bird so that they'll be able to pick it because they have a small beak. Crumble is a little bit smaller than the pellet, so it's easy for the smaller bird to pick up crumble. As you can see in this video, this is what it look like. It's purposely for your smaller bird, most especially day old birds, layers, broiler, noiler, turkey. Their feed always come in crumble form. This is very easy because the beak of your smaller bird have not yet developed to pick the pellet. So that's the one the smaller bird, your day old, your week 1, week 2, will be able to consume, and they will not be able to pick too because all birds are picky regardless of their age. Even those day old, they want to pick the fine maize they like, you know, those sweet one. They like to pick the sweet one and leave the rest for you, and that is not good enough for them because in all your feed contain the nutrients they need. So if they eat some and leave the remaining one, it will not really be okay on the long run because they have not really picked what they need. That is why the crumble is available. If you have not subscribed to this channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell. So when you hit the notification bell, that is the only way you can know when I drop useful content like this to help you stay in business in and out of season, and you don't want to miss out on any. Each feed brand have their own crumble, they have their own pellets also. So the third form of feed we have is the mash. That is the one I am using. This is the form of feed that's very messy. It's in a powder-like form. Is a powder-like form of feed. It is coarse and smooth in nature. That is how it looks like you can see in this video. This is a mash form of feed. I think the difference between the three is just the way they are being grinded, the machine that grinds them actually. So this one is very smooth and it is easy for the older bird also to pick this one, but this one particular mash feed is kind of messy. That means your bird can easily waste this one, most especially if you are using a deep litter system. Your bird can easily waste it because they will just keep using their mouth to bring it out and to waste it. Unlike the pellet, they can't waste that pellet because it is not messy, just like the mash. But one thing I noticed is that most layers feed come in mash. I don't say all layers also come in mash, in pellets too, but most layer feed comes in mash and is also easy to get. You can get your mash form of feed easily. In my area in Nigeria, that is what is commonly used by all layers farmer. Most of our layers farmer here, they use the mash form of feed for their bird because we can get it easily here. When they take it, it's easily digested in their system. You know, it's kind of soft and smooth. It can easily go down and the digestive system can easily digest that as well. But that mash, your bird tend to be picky. They pick the grain, they pick the corn, and they leave the smooth one. That is why it is important to space feed your bird. When you feed them now in the morning, very early, you wait till evening before you feed them. You are feeding them twice because that other feed that they have picked the grain, they'll be able to finish the remaining powder in the feed. That is just by the way. One is not better than the other. Depend on you, depend on what you can easily access in your location, and depend on the type of bird you are raising. If your bird is just day old or week one, you can get your crumble because that will be easy for them to consume. For broiler now, they can take the pellets, can take the crumble, because broiler are big bird, they can easily take the crumble. Remember, before you choose that feed, make sure you know that it's readily available. There's nothing frustrating than using a particular form of feed or type of feed and you want to get it the next time you can see. So the one that is available in your area, the one that your feed brand company produce very well, that is the one that you should go for, because the feed brand can produce any form of feed. They can produce their starter, grower, and finisher, even their layers in different form. So I've told you the reason why those ones come in that form. Another thing that I noticed is that the pelletized form of feed is kind of expensive than the mash feed, because those one, they will not get to waste your feed actually, and at the long run that will reduce your cost of production because you are able to maximize your feed, unlike the mash. The reason why I am using the mash, because that is what is common in my area and that is what I can get easily from my feed brand that I'm using. In recap, we have three forms of feed: the pellet, the mash, and the crumble. So thank you for watching this video and I will see you in my next video. Bye.